y'all doing? Y'all good? I need you to be more energy than that. We all talk. We all reading books. We all hooked on phonics. Give me some English, all right, baby? That's what I'm talking about. So check this out. I got some very, very important people sitting next to me on my left-hand side. My man Paris, the CEO of Black-owned business, owner of Floss Magazine. Give it a round of applause for this brother right here, Paris. Louder than that, man. It's a black man owning his own business, baby, for a long time. He ain't no rookie. You feel me?
You gotta support us. That's just the bottom line.
Got to support. Another round of applause for my sister that came always a video mixing model, and she's an actress with a BA in criminal law justice. Give a round of applause for this beautiful black woman, Miss Rebecca the Stallion. You already know. Appreciate it. We'll get right straight to it, baby. I'm gonna go back to the king real quick because he's very well seasoned. I want to talk a little bit about what exactly inspired you to be who you are today and getting into that field of magazines in the beginning to now.
I mean, like, Floss was born out of desperation, to be quite honest with y'all. I was working in the music industry. We had an independent label, we're selling records, we're doing other great things. But then we had artists that didn't understand the importance of hard work. You know, like we had artists where we traveled out of town to mix down a record and they were worrying about what their girlfriends was doing back home. And then I realized one day there were too many people, like I needed a producer, an artist, an engineer, and a bunch of other things to go correct for us to make money and for us to be successful. So out of that desperation and darkness came the idea of Floss Magazine, straight from God. And once I got the concept, I just moved on it. I didn't ask nobody any questions. My boy Polo right there was at my side to help me out.
Shout out to Polo right there, the Phoenix, my brother. Yeah.
My boy Dashik and a bunch of other people like in the music industry, people I worked with in the past. So instead of me being in competition now, I was kind of like with Floss Magazine, I was a bridge that connected them to the people. So, you know, I was open doors with everybody. Shout out to Jay-Z for giving us the opportunity to put him on our first cover.
Give a round of applause for that. He just flossed on y'all, literally. Okay? Y'all messing with a real G over here, a real businessman. So tell us a little bit about exactly at what point you said it was out of desperation. But the thing is, some people don't know what desperation is. Some people, desperation is a little different than others. So can you give us a little bit of background, what you had to go through in order to get to this level?
Blood, sweat, and tears. So you know, desperation is when you put everything on the line and you see that your survival depends on other people that don't care about their own survival. Then you take everything into your own hand and you take destiny into your own hand and manifest it. And that's where Floss came from. You know, the colors of the magazine, the red and white, just, you know, represent blood and land. And then we were blessed to put Jay-Z on the cover shortly after 2011 happened. Was it 2000, after 2001, the 9/11 attacks. And Jay-Z blessed us. He wore the U.S. flag on his head, wore the flags around his wrist. We had $0 for promotions, but I mean, Jay-Z was on the top of the world at the time. So it was like when that magazine hit the stands, it was a wrap. After that, we had Lumi D. We was first to put 50 Cent on the cover. We was first to put Kanye West on the cover. And
you round of applause for that, y'all. You heard? So you artists out there that need publication and support and promotion, that's what he was doing. Promoting real talent. And it takes a lot of grinding to get out there. It doesn't go overnight. It takes a lot of hustle. And I'm pretty sure you had to connect with a lot of different people to get to that point, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the blessing of God. You know, sometimes ideas is like a seed. Like, you know, I mean, a lot of us living in the city don't get to see how a tree grows and manifests itself. But if you put a seed in the ground, in the dirt, and you take care of it, you water it and everything, God promises you that it's going to grow. You know, when that tree grows, it's going to branch out. Take some time. It's got to withstand the wind. It's got to withstand snow, hard times and everything. But once it does, it grows and it bears fruits. And that's just the process of life, you know.
So that being said, give me a round of applause for that. Y'all heard the brother, please. Okay. So, what was the first, besides the Jay-Z, the biggest name out there? What was like the focus of Floss Magazine? When you say Floss, what kind of publications were you focusing on? Was it urban or was it universal? What was it for you?
I was really focusing on something that wasn't out there already that the people would embrace. You know, so we came at the magazine from the fashion perspective. Like when Jay was on the cover, we talked about his the way Jay took, like the way when Jay said something, like gold got played out, yellow gold got completely played out, and it was all about platinum. So we came at Jay from that whole perspective of, you know, his whole marketing ability and everything that he was able to do, you know, and then it's just like everything that came together, man. You know, everything came together. You know, times are still whatever they were, but everything came together. So, I mean, even to get distribution, like, they were like, when have you ever published a magazine? Like, why should we give you a distribution deal and put your magazine on newsstands all around the country? You know, but then I told them what we were doing. I told Def Jam what we was doing. Jay was all in. Def Jam was all in behind us. And then the distribution came along.
So on the business side, because a lot of people don't understand, there's hiccups when you're in the business. Can you talk about a little bit of bump roads or obstacles that came in the way that kind of messed things up, but you still overcame those? What are some things that people need to look forward to when they start a business?
Shady individuals. Watch out for shady individuals. If you ever seen a movie, I think it was a dude named Kaiser Sosa. He was like limping around and, you know, doing a little shady business, but at the end of the movie, he was really the boss. He was really on top. So you got to just watch out for people like that. Embrace people that's coming to help you. Don't look for them to be around forever sometimes, because sometimes God just sends you them just as a bridge to connect you from one point to the other.
So basically, it was a season for some people. They have an inspiration day.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just like, I mean, once your mind is made up, man, it's like no matter what happens, you keep going, because what else have you got to lose? Like, if you don't do anything, you've already lost. Like, if you're in a fight and you just stand still, you've already lost that fight. But if you keep swinging and connecting or whatever, even if you get beat up, that person that beats you up is going to respect you. You know, and they say fortune favors the bold. So you kind of got to be bold, and then the rest, just sometimes, you know, the dots just connect themselves sometimes.
Right, automatically.
You know? Yeah.
So moving forward from there, have you ever built someone's career that you are proud of? That anyone specifically that you feel like we don't know that you like, I help contribute?
Man, it's a lot of them. Jeremiah.
I know.
Like when I first saw Jeremiah, we took a picture together. Like he just got signed off the birthday sex. And we took a picture together, but I never posted a picture just because I didn't want nobody to disrespect him. I didn't want nobody to look at him, you know, differently, because he was just right off the block, got on a plane, came to New York, signed this deal, and we were sitting there talking to him. So I hooked him up with a bunch of people. I sent them tons of clothes, shoes, all kinds of stuff.
So you sponsor people's clothes?
Not really.
Is that what you're doing? Come on, Floss.
Not really, but you know, there's people out there, like, they were people that helped me. So you know what I'm saying? So like whenever I get the opportunity to help somebody, I go all out and just help them. You know, there's no holds barred, because I had people that helped me, or I would have never made it.
Damn. Give a round of applause for that. Jules, drop it, baby. Give me all that love right there. Love right there. So real quick, give you 1 second. I want to introduce again Rebecca. You queen on the mic. Tell us a little about you. What inspired you to become a model originally?
I really just fell into it, really. I really didn't even take it serious at first.
And why is that? Keep it real.
My grandmother thought
She thought it was like...
They used my degrees, basically. Right. And they wanted me to go to, you know...
But tell me again, what's your degrees in right now?
I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I have a minor in psychology. I did a year as a paralegal. So,
and where you from? Where's your parents originally from? And
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Give a round of applause for the South, baby. Showing that love. Come on, that's from New York. You feel me? But your daddy's from where?
Here, Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn, New York. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got a New York here. Give another round of applause for New York. Now, it's being that you know, it's like a little different. Some people probably have seen you. Give me that mic, because this is to kill me. Due to the fact that you had the opportunity to start the modeling career, at what point did you realize you wanted to advertise yourself in the vixen side of it and not just go for like something else? Some people make different decisions, and you was like, I am not a stripper, I am not going to do no porn. You are a woman of substance, but you still have fun with it. What intrigued you to say, I'm going to go this lane and not this way?
I just started really taking photos, and everybody was asking me to do their magazines. So, you know, I do have limits. So I just be sexy, confident, and do what I want, make it happen, right?
So tell us, So that being stated, what are some things that you want to get into as far as publications and things of that nature? What levels you want to take it to? What's the next stage for you currently?
Well, I got a lot of things coming up. A lot of acting gigs. I'm gonna cover this magazine for July. I just did this podcast.
Round of applause for that. She worked hard.
I just did this podcast in New Jersey. So I got a couple other things I'm supposed to be doing. So I plan on taking it way to the top. Everybody gonna know my name by next year.
Give a round of applause for Rebecca. Now going back to you, Brother Paris, real quick. Where are some places that brothers and sisters can look forward to getting a hard copy or just digital, whatever we at right now? How can people get logged into Floss Magazine?
Right now we're focusing on our digital assets because we'll probably go back to print towards the end of this year, but right now we just had to learn the whole digital game, you know, because like digital, I mean, to give you an example, right, Time Warner is big as hell, and Time Warner, the CEO of Time Warner got the same problem I got because Google is dominating digital. Google control all the ads on digital, and so if you're Google's competition, they can easily shut you down no matter how big you are, small you are, no matter how much money you got. So right now we're just trying to focus on the digital side. We're trying to, you know, like we did the magazine on our own independently. We're trying to go after advertisers independently so that we're not, you know, we're not held hostage by Google, or we're not controlled by what Google chooses or not choose to give us. You know what I mean? So right now we're just really focusing on the digital side.
Real quick before you drop that, can you let everybody know where we can find you, what sites, what social medias you want people to follow right now?
Absolutely. Our website, the Floss Magazine website is www.flossmagazine.com. All our social medias is at Floss Magazine. My personal social media is Paris_Belafonte.
You got that? Give a round of applause for my man, Paris Belafonte, and my sister right here, Rebecca the Stallion.
I am Becky Stallion on Instagram.